In today's fast-paced development world, security isn't just an afterthought, it's a necessity. Meet AppSec Range Exercises, a new offering from Immersive that lets development teams prove and improve their application security skills in a realistic environment. In a range exercise, you'll have the chance to hop straight into an environment similar to what you'll be using in your day-to-day work. This means using version control with Git, a ticketing system, and your development workstation to collaborate with your team and implement fixes for vulnerabilities before pushing them to a live server. Rather than just talking about it, let's jump into a scenario and see how it all works. In this instance, we'll be looking at a range exercise that puts you in the shoes of a software engineer working on Blossom, a new HR solution developed by Orchid Corp. After the initial release of the application, users have reported a number of vulnerabilities, and it's your team's job to remediate them. Once you've joined the scenario, you'll be presented with the briefing panel, along with a list of vulnerabilities to remediate on your left. The briefing will provide you with all the information you need to get started with the range exercise by showing how each component is used. Switching over to the Systems tab, you'll be able to see all of the applications available to you within the scenario, as well as your individual workstation. Let's have a quick look at each of these, starting with Sprinter, a Kanban board used to track vulnerability tickets. After opening the app and logging in, you'll be taken to a board with tickets relating to each vulnerability that needs to be remediated. This is shared with the rest of your team, so the first step will often be triaging these tickets and assigning them out among team members. Once you know which ticket you'll be working on first, you can select it and click Edit to assign it to yourself and change its status. Up next is the Verification view. This will be your one-stop shop for monitoring the status of vulnerabilities in the live application. Each vulnerability has an entry in the table, with an option to run automated tests that ensure the application is functional, as well as checking if the vulnerability is still present. Clicking the Run Tests button will return the results of an individual test, giving a tick or cross for each criteria. Once a test has run, you can click the Details button to get some more information on what may have failed during the testing process. Next is the version control solution used within the range exercise, GitLab. This shared instance hosts the source code for the application, which can be viewed by clicking the Blossom project. From here, you can perform all the standard tasks you'd expect, such as pulling the source code to your local machine or creating a merge request to deploy your code to the live server. If you'd like to test your changes out on the live server, you can open the Blossom tab. This will take you to the most recent version of the application, allowing you to try out all the functionality within the HR app. This, again, is a shared instance, so you and your teammates can work with each other to try and identify where vulnerabilities may be hiding. Finally, we've got the user workstation. This is a desktop instance unique to you, and it's where you'll be doing the bulk of your development work. Each workstation has a set of dev tools pre-installed, which means you can pull the project from GitLab, then start analyzing code and implementing fixes straight away. That concludes this quick look at AppSec range exercises. In this demo, you've seen how range environments can closely emulate a real-world software development lifecycle. With these scenarios, you can bridge the gap between theoretical training and a real-life cyber crisis. Ready to take the next step? Prove and improve your cyber resilience with Immersive's application security range exercises.